Ladies and gentlemen, Joemama back at it again with a game of War of Dots. This is my fourth campaign, I believe, and boy, do we have a treat for everyone. This is potentially my greatest campaign, and you will soon find out why. We are going against Great White North, who is blue, Joemama, who is I, Gungrieve, of course, who is purple, and Ray Young the Fourth, who is a conqueror rank. So we're gonna immediately reform the line. I've played this map a decent amount of times, and I almost always get up here. It's not great for the early bankroll, but it'll have to do. It's pretty good to defend, actually. One thing that you will see is almost immediately, actually you won't see it, so I'll tell you, almost immediately Blue and I make a peace pact, and it will serve us both well. Spoiler alert. But we're immediately reforming the line. Get these cluster of men spread out, please. Thank you. Let's speed it up, shall we? We're going to go to 4x speed. Dots moving all over the map. One strategy that I will take throughout the game is I'm going to be generating exclusively light units. And boy, will it pay off. Even though normally heavy tanks are what you want to do, really there's just too much forest area, and my cities are so far away compared to the other folks, so I'm going to be generating a bunch of light units. Now, right here is where we signed, myself and Blue, signed a wonderful peace pact, and then we start doing a pretty similar strategy. We're going to make a reserve army here for a delicious push against, you'll find out. So yeah, we're going to be making our reserve armies. Blue is spreading, actually really a secondary line. Generating units, of course. I'm going to once again emphasize to Blue that I am his friend. I'm going to make a reserve army over here. My target is purple, if that wasn't already obvious to everyone. Gungrieve Null, I'm coming for you. And it looks like Blue is going to be pressing orange here. There's already been a decent amount of casualties that I actually just completely missed. We've already started generating some light units, get our troops up, and now the attack begins on Gungrieve, of course. We're going to do a sweeping maneuver down. Let's slow this down. Yeah, we're going to slow this one down. We're going to do a sweeping maneuver down to his south while our tanks push in for this high city. I had a debate in my mind of whether I go to his closest border city or this one. I kind of ended up going for both. He has a really decent counterattack here, but my tanks were a little slow. I probably should have waited until I did the sweeping attack until my tanks were in play, but it's okay. We are going to lose some men because of that delay from the tanks. That really reinforces the decision I make of I'm going to just generate light units here. This unit's completely lost. He was first into battle, first to die. He's first over the wire. I mean, what can you do? Now, this was a stupid, filthy little encirclement that I got myself stuck in, so I'm really blundering this first attack, but we still have the units to prevail. I truly believe it in my heart of hearts. We're going to keep up the attack. I'm not liking how it's going, but I'm bringing in some more units from the, I guess, the middle area here. We're not going to get an encirclement, but boy, does it look pretty tasty. Purple, Gungrieve, is bringing in a decent amount of units to reinforce, which is, it's a pretty good response to this attack so far. He's held it well. It's hard for Purple to defend, really, I guess. But he's actually doing a pretty strong and stable retreat of his wounded men. It's actually pretty valiant of him. Yeah, he's cycling out units. Now it looks like Orange. Who is our Orange again? What do we got here? Ray Young the Fourth. He's a conqueror. He is beginning to push, and he's crossing the Bridge of Bridges. So that's awesome to see. It looks like Purple will be slowly but surely whittled away. Now we really are starting to encircle this city. It's pretty darn close. If Orange could I was gonna say if Orange could close that gap, that'd be awesome, but that didn't happen. Now I'm gonna start bringing in my freshly produced units here. Now I actually, to be honest, I thought Blue had already made a move, but in the game I didn't realize that it was actually Orange that was helping me out. I should have realized that. Trying to get an encirclement. I'm not sure if it actually even connects. Like, is that considered a purple encirclement? I think. Even though they have the city, but I think they're still losing units, maybe? Maybe not, actually. Either way, I love to see it. I need to start cycling out units a little bit better. I'm not pressing through to the north as quickly as I should have, considering I actually have a decent reserve army here. But this flag will fall. There's no two ways about it. Orange does get a brutal encirclement of his own units. Really, that's just terrible news. And Orange is a conqueror rank as well, so Purple's doing a pretty darn good job here, fending both of us off, but it just comes down to how many units you got, and he doesn't have enough. But it was a really good encirclement to see from, Purple, who gave him the encirclement. We're still bringing in fresh, wonderful units here. This city will fall. It's just a matter of time. Purple is trying to do some sort of counterattack, I guess, but I don't think it'll amount to anything. Blue is taking sweet time. I really should have, I mean, there's nothing I can do about this down here. I signed a pact, a truce. But, yeah, he's just watching all of us do all the hard work for him. I really hate to see that. But it's just part of the game. Purple's trying some sort of flanking maneuver here. I appreciate the idea, but it's not going to work. My boys are completely pushing in on the northern fight. Now he's going to come in and try hitting my my extreme left, but I hit his flank. Now here goes Blue down south. A double attack, actually, in both the cities. He will get both of them. There's simply nothing that Orange can do. He's trying to steamroll this gash. I don't know if he can do it, but he sure is trying. Actually, I know he can do it. He absolutely will be able to. There's nothing Orange is going to be able to do about this. In fact, it looks like Orange might have left after that wonderful encirclement that Purple delivered on him. So, yeah, Blue is going to pick up all of the benefits that Purple and I carved out. Yeah, so I'm losing quite a bit of men. Let's check out the troop count here. Yeah, Purple's still hanging on, but it's just not going to be enough. I'm down 100,000 compared to Blue. I mean, actually, Orange still has a crap ton of men, but he's just straight up gone at this point. Really sucks to see, because I needed him to do damage against Blue. And to be fair, I mean, he's still taking some casualties now against an AFK player. If you check out my last video, you'll see that you never want to spend units on someone that's already left the game, but what can you do? Now, I'm actually sending some units back to get some boots and dry socks, because they are a bit hurt. We're holding the city all we can. I mean, Purple's still mounting a really good fight, but I know in my heart of hearts that I will stop this man. He will be destroyed, and my eye is glancing ever so often at my southern area that I cannot see in the real game, which is Blue, harassing an AFK Orange. I know he's gaining too much land, but what can a man do? This is an interesting attack by Purple here. It's not going to amount to anything. I have 2 units that will be able to stop them. They just don't have the health for it. Bringing over a unit here, actually. At this point, I still believe my pact with Blues is solid. I am starting to scratch my head and wonder when that will end, but yeah, I mean, Blue only has less than 30k casualties. That is just, compared to everyone else, we're approaching 500k, if not past it, casualties total. Oh, and I get this was oh my god. Excuse me. This was a brutal and terrible encirclement that I just let my guy get happen to, or whatever. Yeah, that's just unacceptable. That was a completely fresh unit that I guess I just forgot. This one really made me almost shit my pants. It's just unacceptable behavior. He somehow gets out. Yeah, really, that's just not what we want to do. And now both are encircled. Oh, almost. A really kind of sloppy play going on the line. I haven't taken the city yet. I haven't taken either city yet. I've gained nothing from this. Meanwhile, Blue is just steamrolling Orange. I have gotten nothing yet from this wonderful attack. I say wonderful, but it was mostly just because it was an en masse attack. But Purple is holding on like a monkey holding a banana. I cannot get to him. I mean, he will break very soon, but jeez, the men it took to get it. nearly, I mean, it will be 200k casualties by the time I get both flags. Oh, psych, 160k casualties. I only have 200k troops. Blue now has more troops than myself and purple combined. I would love if purple just did exactly this, which is an all-out retreat. Purple's a pretty darn good player. I have to give him credit. He held his line fantastically. And he's even getting his wounded out. I mean, what a wonderful general. Let me, what's his name again? I want to shake your hand, Gungreve. It was a good fight. I'm harassing this little boy. I should have just let him go, because he was trying to retreat, but whatever. Yeah, but, I mean, during this courageous and terrifying battle that I had with purple, once again, blue is just cleaning up orange. He now has... He will have all of orange's cities. I'm trying to reform the line, get my units in standing order here. Meanwhile, blue is beginning to build his ranks on my border, so while I can't see these guys yet, it's a wonderful line because I can't see it, it seems like a fight is coming my way. Now, I love to see this. Purple's doing a wonderful retreating maneuver over the bridge, which is not easy to do. Only one can fit over the bridge at a time. But he does have a decent amount of units still. Now, this, I probably shouldn't have done this because I think I poked the bear a little bit. I wanted to see if I could sneak an orange city because at this point I realized that, like, if I don't do something against blue, we got a big problem. I realized that the city's completely surrounded by blue men. I didn't really want to engage with blue yet. I'm down too many guys, and at this point my armistice / truce is still in effect with blue, but as you can see, I did poke the bear. The borders are growing with men. He knows, and we both know that a fight is inevitable. It's just a matter of when and where. So I'm really starting to hammer out the light unit production. I have a decent bankroll, so we love to see it. In fact, I'm pretty much tied with blue in terms of bankroll, except he's gaining so much cash because of the city advantage. I only gained 2 cities from purple because he held on so valiantly. He's still fighting orange, which is good to see. Now, while he's still fighting orange, I wanted to see if I could get a purple city. Let's see if we can, actually. This, in fact, might come to haunt me, but let's see why. I'm dedicating nearly my entire northwestern army to it, trying to drive out purple, but really, hindsight 2020, not sure if I should have done this, but I'm blocking off his retreat, so, I mean, I need the city. I just simply need the cities if I'm going to do anything against blue here. Trying to get some sort of skirmishers here so it doesn't just split my army in 2 if blue decides to attack. Now, purple is actually just giving up the city. That's probably a wise maneuver. He wasn't going to be able to hold it. How is that city still standing? How do I not have that? Explain that to me, Governor. I will get it, but that's just a little outrageous. I mean, what are we talking about there? Who's going to argue that that is not my city? But he will die, but boy, oh boy. All of his men are now over the bridge. So this is actually very defensible, by Gungreve the Purple. I mean, look at how many units he still has 160k units, and all he has to do is defend bridges. That is, I mean, this is like impregnable, really. Yeah, so we're going to reform the line here. I know that the battle is coming, and it's going to be an ugly one. My units are still exhausted. The morale is a little bit low in the Northwestern Army, and my health is still not where I want it to be. Not all my units are healed yet, but we're bringing in more, so we're still generating a decent chunk of revenue, actually, and generating as many light units as possible. I will eventually see this, but blue is trying to sneak a city. I don't mind the play, actually. If he could sneak that city, that would have been disastrous for me. I wouldn't have been able to hold this gash. So it looks like the first attack between myself and blue is absolutely imminent. So at this point, I see the boats. I know his attack is coming. I'm trying to bring some units to the east. The good thing is I have a tremendous amount of units still. I have 420,000 units, so I can defend this. I know it to be so. What you're about to witness is not a great attacking maneuver by Blue, because he's putting all of his units in the mud, which means I will be able to just keep them there, and they can't maneuver out there. I don't know if they get some sort of debuff in attacking in the mud, but they're slow as hell, so my units are able to race in, and they die in the mud, which is, of all places, terrible place to die. Also, his boat units are getting absolutely pulverized on the beaches of Normandy, so as far as initial defenses go, this one is really looking good for me. He still has a tremendous troop advantage, about 30,000. But I'm loving what I'm seeing here in terms of defending this eastern side. I know I have the units here to defend. I certainly don't have the units to attack, but I can hold this. Cycling out units. It's exceptionally compact here, so cycling out units is a bit frustrating in here. I have to move out a healthy unit in order to bring in, to get out a wounded boy. These units here in the cities are almost nearly ready to bring down to the line. Yeah, cycling out units. Keep the line fresh. He's taking a tremendous amount of casualties. Yep, push them into the mud. It looks like purple here is just putting boats in the water. Actually, the reason he's doing this is so that he doesn't start losing money, because he's like just taking damage here. It's actually it's a strat a lot of the good boys have been using lately, is they just put a boat in the water, and then I guess you just don't lose money because you're losing troops, but he's doing a good job up here. Now I actually go for an attack here, a little audacious. I'm really poking the bear now, but the attacking has already begun. I saw that there was a very weak unit on the city, and I thought I could actually go for it, and I did. In fact, I unfortunately didn't realize just how many tanks he had. So now I have a whole battalion that is nearly getting encircled. I'm bringing in as many units as possible. I have absolutely shook the hornet's nest here, but really, I mean, his center is exceptionally weak, so I think that is an advantage in and of itself. I'm still down in troops, but it's pretty darn tight. I think I was cocky off of my eastern defense, and I saw his weakness there. So I'm pushing the center like Lee and Gettysburg, except hopefully it turns out a little bit better for me. I'm bringing over fresh units. I'm still making money, generating as many infantrymen as possible. We're cycling out units. Unfortunately, it's so compact here. We'll see if I can get this tank out. I sure can. And yeah, we're still attacking. He's extremely weak on the front. So maybe, maybe that attack ends up being worth it. I'm trying to reform the line here because I know that purple is in fact still active. I've just had to accept that I just have to ignore purple for a moment, and just go for blue. Purple's doing a really great job just letting us fight each other. It looks like he's going to begin his attack, which really, to be fair to purple, it really was perfect timing. I think maybe he could have waited a little bit longer, but yeah, now or never. I'm not sure why he's coming for me. He probably should have just taken blue, but actually, purple and I have a blood feud at this point, so thankfully I left a few units up here. Now this is just about the stupidest thing I'll do all game. I was trying to attack the boat, and I just plunge him into the river. Soon enough, you'll see. Yeah, he's just going to the river. Trying to cycle out units, get some freshies in, bringing in many more units. I lost a heavy unit in the ocean. That is a loss I cannot afford. That is just terrible. Thankfully, I had like 4 units here that could defend the onslaught from purple. It's going to be difficult. They might all die. I'm even taking units off my capitals to try defending. This really almost got me tilted. I thought this was GG here, actually. It was a fresh tank. Let's see here. Yeah, blue's starting to bring up more units, but really I am battering blue down, though. Somehow, some way, excuse me, somehow, some way I've been able to hold blue back, even though at one point he had a 30,000 troop advantage. He's trying to make a sneak for my city, but I actually encircle him. I fail the... Oh, no. yeah, he's able to get back to his line, but he still lost a decent amount of men. And now blue is amassing just an immense amount of tanks here. Blue is not cycling out his units very well. The front here is still just getting obliterated. I get another dude encircled. That is really unfortunate. I am really, I'm letting a lot of units die here, which is unacceptable. I nearly have as many casualties as purple now. Purple's fighting very valiantly. All respect to purple. My line is still holding. There's a bit of a gap here. To be honest, blue could have exploited that gap. I'm about to kill this last unit. I think he was one of the last units that was in the mud. My units over here are very fresh. I'm going to press the advantage here. Try to get some pressure off of this side. Now, it looks like purple is going to bring more tanks up. I mean, this is just... It's getting a little difficult here, folks. There's quite a few amount of tanks. I mean, what am I meant to do here? I have to now stop attacking the blue line to bring over some more tanks to this side. Purple just has so many men. This city is holding on by a thread. I am running out of reserves. I have to completely abandon the push here, actually, because of just the intensity that purple is coming at me with. This tank might not make it out. We'll see. This unit barely makes it out. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, we are now fighting on 3 different fronts from 2 different enemies, just like our last campaign. Except this one is far more stressful, because both the opponents are far better. This is wonderful combat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can pull it out. Yeah, this is making my brain explode. I'm trying to micro so many different battles, but it's just so much to focus on. I need to get these units out of there. They're getting battered. Thankfully, I see it in time. Bring up a freshie. Get this unit out. Bring another freshie. We can hold this eastern side. This city is really my main concern. How am I meant to defend against this many tanks? That is the question. Oh boy, we are bringing up the infantry from a faraway city. More. We need more. I need a blunder from both of my enemies in order to pull this off. I'm now nearly about to go below 300,000 troops. It's essentially 480,000 against 300,000, which I have. Thankfully, I'm putting up a good fight here. Not much more I can do as of now, even looking back at this in hindsight. This unit's going for a swim. Not anymore. He's now healing. Bring up as many units as possible. I have to try getting this tank out. I mean, boy, oh boy. He held his own, but this city's hanging on by a thread. I don't know how it hasn't been defeated yet. We're bringing up someone to plug that gap. Practically a fresh unit. He has high morale, so that's good to see. My line is still holding pretty well against blue here, so really this is not a place of concern. It's entirely on this city. This unit is going to be cut off. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm plunging through. The East Coast is, while blue has a decent amount of units, I'm actually nullifying the difference in his unit advantage, really, because it's such a tight area to hold. Pause. But let's get that unit out of there. 2 units have to retreat. Look at this. They're just kissing each other. I need them out of there fast. We have a fresh unit here to go to the city. It's actually lucky timing because purple pulls out a unit there. But I have a fresh unit to plug the city, so that can actually hold for a while. I need to start reinforcing this line. He's getting way too much of a push here. I need to get this heavy tank out as well. Can I do it? I'm a little indecisive there, but it's fine. Can I get this unit out? I hope so. Nope, I cannot, but casualties are just a part of war. That's just what's going to happen. This heavy tank needs to get the hell out of Dodge. But yeah, there's a lot of injuries. Look at the casualty count. We are certainly over 1 million casualties, ladies and gentlemen. Blue is gaining units faster than I can get rid of them. He has so many cities. I really am going to need a miracle here to stop. Look at this! Can I get a full encirclement? Oh, this is the miracle I needed. This is the miracle I absolutely needed. Look how many tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks were encircled. This is something that I absolutely needed. I don't know if blue sees it or not, but he's pushing in all of his men now. How in God's name am I supposed to defend against this? But boy, oh boy, that was perhaps one of the greatest encirclements I have ever done in this entire War of Dots campaign. That is something that you only see in a video game. That was incredible. I need to start bringing over as many units as I can to this front. Look how many tanks he has! Are you kidding me? It's just a sheer outrage. Blue is beginning to come in and just hinder my absolutely exhausted army that somehow was able to stop Purple from fighting. At this point, Purple, I'm pretty sure, is AFK now. And I would be too if I got all those boys encircled. Now, I mean, I have less than 200,000 troops, losing them quickly against Blue. I just don't have nearly anyone to heal my boys, to replenish the line with. If you're on the front, you're probably going to stay on the front. Almost lost that city there. That was terrible. In fact, actually, I think I might have lost it. I didn't see it. But this encirclement's going to be massive. I need to stop him from getting this city. It's extremely weak. This encirclement, even though it won't last too long, that amount of damage is going to be critical. It's a fresh unit. He might pay for it, but really, I needed something like that badly. Look at how many tanks this son of a bitch has. In fact, I'm looking over here now. My eastern units are kind of sitting around just playing in the sand. I need to get them active because the boys in the middle are going against the world right now. Everyone is extremely injured. This man will die. I can't do anything about it. Well, I guess I could, but oh, in fact I do. Yeah, this guy I know I can't do anything about. But we're still holding on, folks. I mean, he nearly has double my units at this point. What can I do? I need one more magical encirclement in order to win this. I can almost smell it brewing over here. Look at this. There's some amount of space here. It looks like he's gonna clog it up, but I feel like I need one more massive encirclement in order to get a win here. We're still holding on. By golly, we are holding on. I'm still gaining funds actually, but I just not enough to produce more men. I need to bring this guy over into the front. All of my guys are just exceptionally injured. There was an encirclement of 2 tanks there. That was good to see, but he patched it up pretty quick. Now, Blue is losing a decent amount of men now. I think I'm trying to see, actually. I think he's losing more than me at this point, but we're all battered. Bashed and battered. But it's an incredible fight going on right now. We will be... Are we over 2 million? I can't do math, but by the end of this, we'll be over 2 million casualties for this game. It's a tremendous game here. I really am looking for an encirclement here. Look at this. You see all this movement here? Or all this space? I'm looking for an encirclement. I am sniffing out encirclement. It's the only thing that is going to win me this game. I am now beginning to lose men on the line. There's just too many injured folks. He's really starting to bring in the tanks. This could very well be something that hurts me desperately. Hurts me deeply. He's bringing more tanks up. How many tanks does this son of a bitch have? The only advantage I have is the fact that I'm just generating light units and they're much quicker, so my lines are able to hold. Look at this, an unacceptable encirclement I allowed my boys to get into. I was hunting so very, very much for an encirclement that I gave up one of my own. So at this point, our line has been absolutely smashed in half. There is no existing line on this mountainside anymore. Still trying to hold this gash. These 2 guys are holding the entire thing right here. While I bring men over here, trying to stop him from closing in. I simply do not understand how he has not won the day yet. He has so many tanks that should be taking the win, but he hasn't done it yet. And there goes one of the boys. Now I bring in another guy. Really trying to be slow here. Bringing in more units from the cities. Trying to get out the exceptionally injured boys. Oh man, this is getting a little crazy. He's bringing more tanks in all over my eastern front. Trying to hold. So desperately trying to hold this city. What can a man do? I am over... He has 110,000 more troops than I do at this moment. Thank God purple's not playing. I would be decimated by now. I bring in a pretty fresh unit to help defend this city. He's losing tanks as well. It's not like we're... I don't even know. It's not like it's just me losing stuff. I get an encirclement there. That is fantastic. Not anymore, but it was for a minute. Boy, this is let's speed it up here. We're going to 2x. I realized I was on normal the entire time. Look at this. We get another encirclement here. Look at this. We need this. You see this? I'm about to realize that this entire army could be encircled. Please, oh please, I beg you, please close the encirclement. I played this 30 minutes ago, and I'm screaming at my past self to close it. It must be closed. I'm just so focused on the Eastern Front, I do not see it how close it is, and neither does he. We're microing like crazy on the... And I see it. Look at this encirclement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 encircles. 8 tanks encircled. Write that down. Now I'm bringing in another unit to make sure that it remains encircled. His troop count is absolutely being decimated. Nearly 1,000 per tick. Good lord. His entire middle army was just encircled. He has been absolutely decimated. That is the thing we needed to keep this up. And look at it. He's still getting encircled. Nearly the entire army was just obliterated. At this point, I would be breaking my monitor. Holy shit. Simply an outrage. I mean, if I was him, and now he's in just a general retreat. His center is in a general retreat. That is what happens when you overextend, and all you have are heavy tanks that you cannot patch up the near encirclement. I have light units. I was able to close in very rapidly, and he just lost, what was that, 7, 8 tanks? That was outrageous. I should have kept pressing this guy, but I didn't want to... I mean, I just came off a fantastic victory. I think he just lost, I mean, Jesus, 30,000 troops in that one encirclement there. Nearly bringing everything even again. I mean, he's still up 57,000 troops, but we are holding the frickin' line right now. What a fantastic... Look at this! I might get an encirclement here. I read that like a fucking book. I read his counterattack like a book. 2 of his healthiest units on the entire board just got encircled once again. Oh my gosh. Never say never, ladies and gentlemen. Never say never. Fighting 3 different fronts against 2 different players once again. Back-to-back videos. I mean, at this point, I should just be playing 2v1s. I mean, this is electric gameplay. Absolutely electric gameplay. I've held every city. I got the largest encirclements I've ever seen. I'm smelling. I'm eager for another. Look at that. Look at this goofy Patrick Star shape that he has. That's not a line. That's not a formation that they train you. They don't teach you that. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get the encirclement. But still, he was scared. He started bringing units back. Look, he's in a general retreat. Can't even get him out. Good lord, I smell another encirclement. Can I do it? At this point, I'm feasted. I love being the underdog now. In fact, I'd rather just have less units at this point. It's a greater challenge. Look at this! This is an atrocity. I need to close this circle. Close the gash. I can't do it. But boy, that would have been exhilarating if I could. Look, he's in a general retreat, practically. I would love to close this gash. My god, I would. And look, and I'm starting to counterattack this city. I mean, write this down, ladies and gentlemen. Spark note that shit. Someone pull Quizlet up. Oh, my Lanza. Okay, this guy does get inserted. No, not quite yet. My mud boy will be eventually defeated. Yeah, 2 guys are encircled here. I got a little cocky. Even in the live commentary, the color commentary, but we're still fighting the good fight here. So many tanks. How does he still have this many tanks? We are about to take the troop count, and for the maybe the first time in the game, we just crossed over. We now have more troops than this guy does. So many casualties. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this is a 2 million casualty game. Quick maths. Let's see. Nearly like 1 million here. Figured almost 2 million. Good lord. Let's zoom here a little bit. I mean, let's go 3x. Yeah. those are certainly the highlights of the game. I mean, my oh my. I'm not sure at this point, but he hits me with a well played message, and I hit him with a good game message. So even now, I'm feeling good. He's doing a sweeping maneuver, which is not going to work just because how weak these boys are. At this point, it is now game over. I took the flag that really, this flag was just critical to make everything even again. Yeah, I have the troop count advantage, and I will not lose it like he did. Playing cautious, but also keeping him on the back foot. His army is in the mud once again. He will not be able to get the city. I am pumping out units like it's nobody's business. He will be obliterated. This, ladies and gentlemen, is just about the end of what I will say is my finest campaign, and just one last encirclement there. Yeah. So that is, he calls for peace. He comes to my camp begging for peace at that point. Ladies and gentlemen, this was certainly the greatest campaign I have ever held in War of Dots. Yeah, the highlights of the match are the massive encirclement of purple here. If I didn't have that, that city would have fallen. I think that was, what did we say, six or seven tanks that were encircled. And then the massive encirclement of Blue's middle army there. I think that was 8 tanks encircled there. Absolutely wonderful gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're certainly going to want to drop a like for that one. Hit that sub button, too. Joemama out.